Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for DC versus Vampires World War B, issue number 2. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's look at the creative team before we get into this book. Chapter 2, written by Matthew Rosenberg with art by Otto Schmidt, Pierluigi Casolino on colors, Tom Napolitano on letters. Really, really cool cover by Otto Schmidt. And some other covers you'll see at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. So, how long can the peace between the vampires and heroes last, especially after the events of the first issue? The peace between vampires and heroes is wearing thin. Lois Lane will try to negotiate a way to maintain the truce, but Damien's relentless attacks on the Vampire Queen and her armies, the only thing that might be able to bring them together is a miracle. Talk about a miracle here in this issue. Really, really cool stuff. So if you're just jumping onto this series, go first of all, we have a video for the first chapter of this story. This is an Elseworlds story where vampires took over the world. Now there's a whole other series that leads up to that, but in the first issue, we do see that Damien he killed Batgirl, who was the vampire queen, and now there's a lot of disarray. So there's a little bit of that political Game of Thrones type of intrigue in the vampire kingdom, so that's fun. There's also this uneasy truce with the humans because vampires know that they can't kill all the humans, right? They found a way to synthesize blood so they don't have to hunt humans anymore, but they still want to maintain some sort of power. There's a reason they're keeping them alive. There's a lot of little things and clues that there's a lot more going on in this world than we might think. So that's really fun. I think Matthew Rosenberg doing a really good job expanding the lore and trying to figure out a way that makes sense. Like, why are the vampires still keeping the humans around? Why is all this going on? Right. In the meanwhile, we have a little subplot of like other characters making moves. We get a nice little reveal of a character that finally shows up. So yeah, it's really fun stuff. Really exciting. Ola Schmidt's art is fantastic. It's beautiful. I love that I think he's almost the perfect artist to draw vampires. So let me pull up some of the preview art here. Here's the conversation that we have. We have Lois Lane and her group meeting with Aquaman, who is a vampire, and one of the people that is seems to be in charge at the time of the vampire kingdom. We don't really know. So yeah, that's kind of where things are happening. So it's really interesting, really fun, and I love the way that the pacing of this book, and then just for a little bit of a change of pace, we see some other, there's another group of heroes that has not been infected. As you can see, because they're blocked out the sun for the majority of this of the world, along with the winter, like everybody's in the cold. But I love this group. It's such a weird faction to kind of be together, with Zealot and Green Arrow, Wildcat, um, or yeah, Wildcat, Swamp Thing, and of course Killer Croc. Just really interesting. It's such a fun book. I love this book so much, and I kind of want it to go on forever because I really like vampire stories, especially in the DC universe. We didn't get to see a lot of Damien in this issue, but man, he is such a little shit. And there's a big surprise at the end of the book as well. So I love it. Everything just working out really well. So if you read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.